Hello YouTube, this is Brox24, and today I have a video showing off smokes, Molotovs, and flashes on the newest edition of Inferno, because it has changed a lot. First smoke I'm going to be throwing is to cover off pit when you're executing A, so you're going to get yourself in Mexico here, into this corner, and align yourself up with the balcony here, and jump throw. So now this isn't going to drop right in front of pit, as you can see. So a good thing to do is you're gonna want to line up a Molotov. Well, not line up a Molotov, but throw it into the pit. And a good reference to aim is when it's right there, and then it'll land in the pit, so that when you're jumping into sight, you won't get shot at. So we're gonna throw something down again, and I'll show you what I mean. So with that Molotov, you're not gonna they could pop, that's gonna be a little bit farther up, and they can watch you just jump into sight and shoot you. So you have to play from right here, so they're not gonna see you unless you peek at this side of the box. So that is the pit smoke. So the next smoke I'm going to be showing you is a smoke to cover off arch side. So you're gonna line yourself up over here in this corner and get yourself just under the sun, right about there, and throw. And then, boom, arch side is covered off. So the next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off arches. It will go into arches. So you're going to line yourself up into this corner right here, make sure you're against the wall, and then aim at the bottom of this blanket here, and when it's at its farthest point from waving, that's where you're going to want to aim and throw. And right into arch perfectly, so that no one can block that. So the next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke that will cover off port side when you are trying to execute A. So you're going to get yourself into Mexico right here, into that corner. Line yourself up with the corner of the house right there, and throw. Now it's not a perfect smoke. That probably could have been thrown a little bit better. That's just something you kind of have to work with, aiming it a little higher or lower. So we can throw that again real quick when the smoke goes the way. This time we'll aim a little bit lower. And we gotta aim higher. Awesome. So the next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off port side when you're taking A. So you're going to get yourself into Mexico here, into that corner, and align yourself up just above the house right here, kind of like the bottom of your crosshair right at the corner of the house, and throw. And there you go. Now if someone's playing an angle like this, like a real cheeky angle like that, they might see your feet, but they were not going to do much damage there. So the next smoke I'm going to be showing you guys is a smoke for a pit, a one-way in pit. So you're going to line yourself up here and just right-click it, and just get yourself up here crouching, and right there you will have a one-way, and yeah, people will just think it's smoked off because you can barely see through that. You're never going to know unless you learn about the smoke and you're going to pre-fire it. Now, it could be Molotovs. That's something you have to be careful of. But it is, as you can see, it was good with the AK, and it'll be even better to hold with an op, because it'll be like a one-shot. So obviously, it'll be a one-shot. So yep, that is that smoke. So the next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off CT. It is a little bit different than on the previous Inferno. So what I am doing is lining up my thumb kind of right there into that space, and just throw it. And there you go. Perfect smoke. So the next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off library when you were taking A. Now this is a smoke you're not going to want to throw right away. You're going to make sure at least one of your teammates has control of this right here, because you are going to be vulnerable to it. So you're going to line up right here, then boom, up to the second line, and jump and throw. And there you go. You can see a little bit out of that. If you depending on how you time your jump with your throw, it's gonna land a little bit different. I've thrown this a bunch of times trying to practice it, and I've had one that will land like right there, or a little bit more forward. It'll land like right in front of the door. So just work with that a little, and just try and get it down the throw, or if you have a jump throw bind, that will work as well. So the next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off spools. You're going to want to line yourself up with the white dot here, and then put the house here, and up to the second wire, and throw. And there you go. Now, so a player could sit here and still kind of pick you off right there, so you're going to want to check that, but it is a smoke that will cover off the porch so that any rotating players, like say there's a player playing CT, he won't be able to see as you guys execute. So this next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off the front of B site if you were taking A. This is a really good type of smoke to throw if you were just trying to get a quick bomb plant on an eco round. So you're going to try and get into this corner, and then line yourself up in between these two dots here, and then straight up to the first line, and throw. And there you go. And then you're just gonna, and you'll probably have another smoke for spools, so that'll be covered off, and then into the site to plant. The next smoke I'm going to be throwing is a smoke to cover off banana if you were playing on the CT side. So you're going to get in between this pillar of the trash can and aim right here and throw. There you go, and it's covered off. So that is it for the smokes. Now I'm going to be moving on to Molotovs, and the first Molotov we will be throwing is a Molotov to block off the top of first oranges. Since you could boost yourself onto that, it's going to be a more common place to sit. So you're going to want to aim your crosshair right here and jump forward. And there you go. It covers that. And it will also cover some of first oranges. You might be able to sit in this corner right here. We'll actually take a test real quick. See if that covers it off. So you're going to be able to sit in this corner, but you are going to cover that off, which is going to be a more common place to sit now that you can boost yourself up there. So the next Molotov, it's not really a new Molotov. Like you're not lining it up much different. I'm just doing this to more show people that this is still a good Molotov to be throwing. You're gonna aim, like if you look at this window right here, you're gonna aim at the right of it, and as you're running up, just throw it. And it covers off all of sandbags. So I only had 2 Molotovs for this video that I found that were new or useful. So, and also the one that goes in a pit, but that's not really a new one either. So this next, I'm going to be moving on to flashes. This pop flash I saw on Reddit from a user known as KFM946. This flash is A-side either if you're taking A or retaking A. So you're going to want to crouch here, throw, and there you go. And all of site is, not all of site, but most of site is flashed. Whoever is looking towards apps or port side. And then the last flash I have for this video is a flash that will just go over here and flash most of site here as well. That is for if you're retaking from B and through CT. So regarding the smokes for over in this general area, alt mid. If the skyboxes are opened when the map gets released, or just during the beta, I will make another video for smokes for the actual hay wagon and pit, so that I have some better smokes and you guys have better smokes for doing A executes. But I found what I could find for now and what will work. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, click the like button. If you guys want to see more like this, let me know below, and that'll be all. Have a good day.